Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm testing out my mic cover. I want to see how it's going to work on here because I think it's good when I'm like a little bit further away, and I got these mic covers so you can hear less static. So I really hope it's working. We have a crazy crime today. I think every crime is like crazy, but this is really heartbreaking. It's more heartbreaking because you have a mother and a daughter who had to die together by the hands of a man who just had no care at all. By the way, this man was also on bond at the time of the killings for another crime committed in Arkansas in 2017. A man was shot in the head, thrown in the ditch, and he was out on bond. So it's just insane how, I don't know how the justice system works, how they let people out. And you know what's crazy? Even if he wasn't like convicted, I feel like if people are even like a little bit of a suspect in a crime, they should be like studied, or just like they should have like a lot of eyes on them because you don't know what they're capable of. This man killed this woman and her daughter and threw them on the side of the road like it was nothing. It's so sad to like just the thought of like a mother and a daughter dying together. That's so heartbreaking. So let's get into it. I need to get rid of this stolo. Man kills ex-girlfriend and her 7-year-old daughter, tosses them down embankment, then searches Google for how to beat murder. Y'all know what's insane? It's so much stuff insane. How do people not think they're gonna get, like, do people not think they're like getting stalked by the government or something? How can anybody just like commit a murder and then look up like basically how to like not get caught? That is so insane to me. I never thought people would be this slow in this world, but they are. And we have, once again, another crime of ex-boyfriend doing the most, and I don't know, it's a reason she left him, but it's also really sad thinking about something. I don't know how long they were together because I'm pretty sure they're going to probably say it, but think about this. He killed this little girl also, so this is a possibility of this little girl knowing him. And when you think of it like this, it's more heartbreaking because you have like this little girl most likely crying 100%, seeing this dude like murder his mom, then kill her and then murder the mom first, whatever. You have somebody witnessing it, and it's even more just so insane when you think about it. People like this don't deserve to be here. It's like they don't care about human life. And he was allegedly, you know, the suspect in another murder similar to this. So we got a lot to think about when we be like, when we think of like crimes and stuff. The justice system, they should really be looking at who they putting back on the street. It's really scary to know that this like people like this exist every day, by the way, but they're just getting put back on the street. And you would think that would like, you know, put in their head like stop doing crime, but nope, people just they don't care, and they will just go right back to doing what they do until they officially like go to jail. A Washington State man admitted to shooting his ex-girlfriend, her 7-year-old daughter in the head, and dumping their bodies down an embankment off a rural road days after he was released on bond on domestic violence charges and was ordered to not contact his ex. Kirkland Warren, 28, pled guilty on Thursday in the deaths of his former girlfriend, Michelle Melendez, 27, and her daughter, Layla Stewart, online court records show. Warren also entered an Alford plea in which a defendant pled guilty to charges but maintains his or her innocence. To first-degree child molestation and the sexual assault of Layla, the Colombian reported. Warren's trial was scheduled to begin next week. Okay, I'm already taken back. We have sexual assault. We had him shooting them in the head. Mind you, shooting them in the head, execution style. Oh my God. Domestic. I had a feeling it was going to be domestic violence. Anytime a man kills a child, it's that involved. He don't care. Anytime you have that type of death to like think about it, shooting somebody in the head. If you could shoot a child in the head, you're beyond scum. How this is not a death penalty case is up to question, because would this not be considered capital murder? Is it because of the location? It was like, because you know, I think in certain states in the U.S., certain states, you know, shot like that would be like capital murder. I don't know. See, this is why I need my sister on here, because she studied law and know every law it is. Like, she's in grad school right now for law, got a bachelor's in criminology, and I don't know anything about law. I study anthropology, so I need to talk to her about that, because I'm like, I would think but it's certain states, so that I think it also depends on where you are. But execution style, this, and the fact that he pled that specific plea, he's like remaining innocent. This man is delusional. delusional. He gotta be delusional. You can't be this arrogant. You can't be this arrogant in this world. There's no way. He like looked at that little girl, shot her in the head, looked at the mom, shot them in the head, dumped their bodies like they're nothing, and had the nerve to like he's still pleading innocent. I'm so just amazed every day. Amazed is insane. As Law and Crime reported, the investigation began when Vancouver police responded on March 18th, 2023 in the Springfield Meadows apartments regarding to a welfare check for Melendez and Layla, the agency said in a news release. Family members reported they have not heard from Melendez since March 11th, and a friend told them she and her daughter had not been home for a few days, and their dog was inside the apartment barking. Inside the apartment, police found the dog but did not find the mother or daughter. Investigators learned that Melendez, Layla, and Warren had stayed at the home of an acquaintance on March 11th. Layla remained there while Melendez and Warren went out. When Warren returned about 8 a.m., the acquaintances saw Melendez in the passenger seat of the vehicle passed out. Warren went inside the residence, got Layla, put her in a vehicle, and drove off, police said. Okay, so this is also kidnapping. So I see what we got going on right now. Me trying to process everything that's happening. We have kidnapping, sexual assault. We have him, whatever he did to her, most likely drugging her or knocking her out. Because men's strength is a different kind of strength, guys. Women, like y'all know, if y'all have, I don't know, but you know, it's unfortunately women they get beat by men, and it's insane how a man can put his hand on a woman. I just don't understand how anybody can hit anybody, because it's like, that's not your body. Why? You know what? Another story. But like, women do get knocked out. It's possible. Because, like I said, the strength is another level. He probably would hit her with something, but he could also drugged her. Or he could have just, like, chloroformed her. I don't know what was his plan. Why did he want them dead? And he left the little girl home by herself, and he came back with the mom passed out in the seat. So her daughter most likely saw that. The sheer fact of not caring for a child and putting her through all this torture is so weird. What was his end goal for this? He had this planned out. Like, he really like had it planned out. Now, I'm starting to think that he possibly kidnapped the mom earlier on, or he could have kidnapped both of them, because I feel like she wouldn't have went, because this is the ex-girlfriend, because why was she with him at first? So this is possibly a kidnapping situation from the beginning. It do make sense once I'm rethinking about what was going on, because nobody's seen her. This is crazy. This is actually, I feel like a movie right now, because I'm trying to put pieces together, and it's more insane than like the more crimes that's like the more stuff coming out is like more insane, that I can't believe that he's going this far, all like because he don't like this woman. On March 19th, Melendez's mother found her daughter's vehicle, a 2000 Chrysler 200. Police seized it and took Warren into custody on charges of tampering with the witness, violation of domestic violence orders that barred him from contacting Melendez, assault, drive-by shooting, and unlawful possession of a firearm. A search of the Dodge Charger that Melendez and Layla were last seen leaving in with Warren revealed blood evidence in both the front and back seat of the vehicle, .22 caliber shell casings, children's clothing that matched her clothing she was believed to be wearing on March 12th, and a purse containing Melendez's identification, police said in another news release. Days later, on March 22nd, a passerby reported what appeared to be two life-size mannequins off a roadway down an embankment in thick brush in Washougal, a small city bordering Oregon. Deputies responded and discovered the victim. They had been shot in the head. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're saying Colombian police, so I'm over here thinking where, like, because they were found in Oregon, so he must have drove or like some way, because I'm over here thinking, were they in America? But no, that's not, I'm not worried about that right now. Look, you know what's so crazy, y'all? It's so insane how you got like people just, I say this all the time, how people are just stumbling on bodies is so scary. The fact that he thought they were mannequins, that is so chilling to me, because you don't really realize, when you look at some, you're not thinking of a body. You're not thinking you're going to see a body. Like, and I don't know how long they were deceased there in that area, but so much stuff happens, you know, with your body decomposing. What happened, you know, you're outside, so if you was in water, if you was in dirt, bugs, like animals, like so much. But the fact that they said that he thought they were mannequins is so chilling. He shot them in the car in the head, shot the mom in the head, shot the child in the head. Oh my God. I'm talking about, this is definitely, my goal with starting this podcast is to do longer talks of these, because I just can't wrap my head around somebody really like just shooting a child in the head and not caring. Like, I just would not think that people cannot be this heartless, but they can be. Like, I just don't understand. And I know I keep saying this, y'all, but I really don't understand human beings. People, they disgust me. How do you meet people like this? And the crazy thing is, and I'm going to answer it, the crazy thing is that you can meet anybody like this. Everybody seem normal until, blue hand's still a little bit, y'all, sorry. Everybody seem normal until they show their true colors. It's so sad that little girl had to witness that, her mom being shot, or the mom witnessing her, or the mom was already passed out. Possible thing that the mom could have been dead before he got the daughter. She could have been passed out, but also deceased in the car. Oh my God, no matter what, the little girl had to look at a gun right to her. Oh my God, that's hitting me, y'all. It's really hitting me, because I just can't imagine that. Kids who die go through, it's just so sad. It's sad when anybody get murdered in cold blood without no care in the world, because you're staring at like the barrel of a gun. That's a shotgun, but like the eye of the gun. I don't know what a gun, like what the point, like the different parts are, okay? But you're staring at the little hole and your life is over. It's just insane to me. How can people be this evil? We would never know. All I know is that we need some harsher crimes, like we need some harsher laws to keep these people out. And stuff like this, they really should inflict the death penalty more, because I would gladly watch that man burn and get taken out on live TV, because people like this do not deserve to be here. They do not. And I know we got people who are against capital punishment, but all I would say to that is, like, you go stumble up on a body and look what happened to them, and then you learn about what happened to them, and you learn how they died and what happened the second before they died and what they saw before they died, and then get back to me, because the death penalty is definitely needed for people like this. It's definitely needed. The Colombian reporting on court documents released in October said that Layla had been found naked from the waist down. DNA swabs taken from her matched Warren's DNA, the newspaper reported. As the case had progressed, more had been revealed about Warren's action in the day after he and the victims were last seen. Also, before I get to that part, let me hurry up and talk about it. Okay, so we got this perv, this child molester who possibly, he raped her, sexually assaulted her. Oh my God. Like, this is definitely up there with one of the sicker cases, because it's like, I'm so shocked the more I read. It's nonstop, like, just grossness, and just like the way he killed them, the way he attacked that little girl. Like, you are... Like, when I say, like, you're nothing, sir, nothing. And the fact that this man is still alive is really grossing me out even more. I just don't understand how you could do that to a child. Like, you're absolutely scum. Like, absolutely. And people like this, I don't know. Can you study a man's head like this? And yes, I'm saying man because of this case. But can you really study them? Because it's like, what is it going to show? I think people are just evil. I really do think that they're just sick in the head. Because everybody's... Y'all, I don't know. This is just, the more I read, I'm getting so mad right now. Let me calm it back down. Text messages show Warren text a woman on March 13th and March 15th, asking about places he could bury a gun and questioning her about secluded areas, according to the Colombian, which cited evidence from prosecutors. On March 18th, Warren reportedly texted a friend about needing to get rid of Melendez's car, saying, "I need to get rid of this stolo." Investigators also said he transferred $4,200 from her account to his using her phone. When his phone was searched, police found Google searches that included how to get blood out of a car seat, how to beat murder, and killing the only witness, the newspaper reported. At the time of the killings, Warren was free on bond on the first-degree murder charge in connection with the death of a man in Arkansas in 2017. He'd also been shot in the head and his body was found in the ditch. In December 2022, Warren was arrested in Washington State for the assault of Melendez and firing a gun into her apartment, charges for which he posted bail and had been barred from contacting her. He was released from custody 4 days before Melendez and her daughter went missing, the Associated Press reported. Y'all, once again, the justice system sucks. It sucks. We live in a world where they always try to think people can do right, people can change, people can wait till their arraignment or court before they do anything. We really got to get out of that. This man, okay, at this point, also blame that judge. Also blame the people, his team, who was able to get him out like this. Blame anybody who was on this case, because how is it possible this man was not in jail? How is it possible this man had not been, when was I think the trial actually for the one in Arkansas was supposed to be coming up, but also how was he able to post bond? Now, I think he shouldn't even have a bond. If you're being charged with another murder, in another state years, you should not be able to have a bond. It's insane, the justice system we have in America, that really break it down like this, because it really don't protect you. People can easily get you, and that's so freaking scary. Warren faces a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole in the murders of Melendez and Layla, when he is set to be sentenced on October 8th. In the Arkansas case, he has agreed to plead guilty to the murder of Curtis Urquhart. His sentence from Washington State will run concurrently with the ones he received from the murders of Melendez and Layla, prosecutors said, according to the Columbian. Clark County CEO Brittany paid tribute to Melendez and Layla in an online post, sharing anger and frustration over the unanswered questions surrounding his arrest and release after his earlier attempt to harm her. To our loyal supporters and the public, deadly violence is not happening to others, it is happening to us, she wrote. Everyone in the community is affected when parts of it is harmed. We must use our collective voices to make the lasting change. This is so heartbreaking. It's so sad just to think about a little girl and her dying but near her mom. It's so sad. She was so young, and she had to die in such a horrific way, being assaulted, sexually assaulted, raped, murdered by the hands of a man she possibly knew. But this is also a case of, we have to remind ourselves to be careful who you talk to. And then the scary thing is that even when you meet somebody like this, you try to break it out, they do stuff like this. So, you got to be careful who you talk to, who you bring around your kids. And I'm pretty sure she did not think he would ever be like this. Nobody thinks that the person they're talking to will beat you or try to kill you. So it's so sad, because, she tried to leave, get a better life for her daughter. And then this man is stalking them, trying to kill her. And it's crazy because he was out on bail for another crime. How was he able to be set free? These judges need to be tried. They need to be on trial too. I just don't believe they have a legit reason to let these people be free. If you're even, like I said in this video, if you're even a witness, you should not get bail. If you have anything to do with another crime, you should not get bail. I know I said witness, but I was trying to say if you're the suspect, if you're even a piece of a suspect, you should not be have bail again. I just no. This man, he's a serial killer. He committed 3 murders, and he did do it because he planned to it. So we have it happened. Everything just happened so fast, and this crime just kept getting worse. The more I read, I'm there's no way it can get worse. And I'm so heartbroken by the way they found that little girl. And the mom is she was, I really feel like she was already dead in the front seat, because I'm they found blood in the front seat. Now, if she was passed out, like I said, he could have drugged her, but I feel she was probably already dead. And I don't have kids, but the fear that I would have for my child is another level, and it's so sad. You try to protect your kids. I would hope, you would. I guess I don't have kids, but I would hope you would try to protect your kids. But sometimes it's stuff like this happening. You have some crazy people that will literally try to kill you or your child. He didn't even have to touch the little girl. He didn't have to kill her. He didn't have to touch her, didn't have to kill her. I just don't understand why he did that. He's a sick, perverted psychopath who fed off like the fear from them. That's what that is. I feel like he fed off the fear because this little girl was crying. She was crying it up, I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure, actually. That's a kid crying her life, and he did not care. I'm talking about just no sense of like for a human life. Get this man out of here. And why is he like in his trial? I hope they live stream that. They really should, because I want to watch that. If they do, I think I'm gonna do a live stream for that, and like, or actually, because y'all. So let me hurry up and say this real quick. I'm also in the midst right now of like setting up like membership stuff, and because I want to do more for like people who want to be a member to this channel. It's so much I'm trying to set up, and I'm thinking of an idea of we watching like trials and stuff together and talking about them, because that's the stuff I like. Like there's so many trials that's currently happening, and there's some that's coming up. Like this one happened in like 2023, and he has his trial. His trial is in October though, so I really want to watch that. So I'm in the process of trying to see. I'm also thinking of making a Patreon. Y'all, it's so much going on I'm trying to do, okay? But I'm also going to have, like, I think I'm going to make a lot of stuff for, like, people who want to become members. That'll be just for them. But it's going to be more stuff to react. Like, I'm going to be reacting to more. So it's, like, a lot I'm trying to get ready for this channel. And, like, because it's growing and I'm trying to get it together. So just bear with me. But, like, I just don't understand how we don't have laws to protect, like, domestic violence victims. Because these people who commit these crimes are getting out like it ain't nothing. They're getting out too quick for me, and I cannot have this. Like, I don't understand why they would want to do it, but they do, and it's really sick. So let me know what you guys think about this case. It was very gruesome, just because like the way he killed that little girl and the mom. It's so sad they had to die together. I'm going to keep saying that because it's really heartbreaking. You have people like who just don't care about life, and they should not live among us. It's so weird that this is happening so like much now. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you people on the next video. Stay safe. Stay aware, stay alert, y'all. Be safe. Be careful who you talk to. Seriously, don't bring these people around your kids. Be careful. Take self-defense class. Get weapons. Do what you got to do to protect yourself, because you never know what can happen. These people act so normal, and they're not normal. So on that note, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.